It's snowing. Look how pretty. You know what that means? That means it's time to do makeup and drink beer. Hello, so this is going to be a requested daytime vintage age-appropriate makeup, 1950s style, but really it's just focusing on lashes, focusing on lips. You don't have to wear a red lip. A red lip makes this a little bit more retro as opposed to a nude lip or maybe a coral lip, which could also be very appropriate. I usually do wear a coral or a cinnamon colored lip with this, but I love this lipstick and I found it. This is actually my favorite all-time red. The red that I used in my 5 favorite lipsticks was because I couldn't find this one. That's actually my second favorite red. It's the Carnal by Estee Lauder. This is F-Bomb, the super saturated lip color by Urban Decay. I do not know if they still make this formula, but this color is freaking amazing. And the more you press your lips, it's glossy, and the more you press your lips, it just freshens it up. And I did use false lashes because on camera it looks better, but honestly I don't wear false lashes with it. I just put on the mascara. It's 3 eyeshadows, it's fresh dewy skin, it's a glossy lip. So this is my 1950s appropriate, 40-year-old appropriate version of vintage makeup. Hopefully you guys enjoy it, and I'm also going to throw in a beer review because this is my channel and why not. Alrighty, so I'm going to start by priming my under eye. Oop, that's the picture I'm going from. Sort of. But anyway, this is the Moisture Surge Concentrate for under eye and then the Moisture Surge Moisturizer, 2 Holy Grail products. I used both of those before I started on this tutorial, and I am now using my Nude by Nature primer, which is a natural sort of lemongrassy scented primer. I absolutely love it. It comes from Canada. It's hard to come by. A friend of mine gifted this to me, so it's definitely one I recommend, but I don't know how easy it will be for you to come by where you are, so just so you know. And then I'm going in with my CC Cream by Clinique. It is the light medium shade. I love this stuff for every day. And I actually have some natural discoloration along my jawline, which I should have factored in, but you will see it sort of oxidize over the course of this video. Don't worry, I did go back and fix that, but we always see things in retrospect when we're filming. That is the foundation that I'm wearing for today. I love dark beer, but I have actually not had a Guinness in years, and I remember when I tried it, I hated it. So, since my little podunk town was about to be snowed in, and there was nothing left at any of the stores, I went ahead and just settled for the Guinness Extra Stout. I have not tried it in years. I don't have high hopes. I like depth of flavor in a dark beer. I like to taste things like charcoal and walnuts and like chocolate in my dark beers. So we're gonna see what this one tastes like to my more refined palate. It has sort of that bourbon barrel type of aftertaste. It's a lot more drinkable to me now than it used to be, but I mean, I could drink it, but it's definitely not a favorite. I don't really feel like there's any depth to it at all. It's probably, for a stout lover, a good everyday stout. Guinness Extra Stout. And makeup. So I'm moving on to my concealer. And the concealer I have been using, and that I swear by, is actually the Dermablend Quick Fix Body Cover. This is not for the face, technically. This is a body concealer, but I have discovered that it holds on my skin like nothing else. I'm obsessed with this. So I'm actually probably going to do a full review on it. This is the color Sand, and it's too dark for my face, but it's really good for under eye. Just take my little Real Techniques shader brush and I apply it under my eye with the brush to kind of give it a nice thin film, and I carry it onto my lids just a little bit. And you noticed I didn't use powder. I don't use powder except under my eyes because my skin is extremely dry and I don't really see that I need it, especially when I'm like going for a dewy finish. So this is what I use on my eyes, or around and under my eyes, every single day. And I just think it works so well. It's very like skin-like and forgiving. And it lasts forever because it's a thick stick. I can also apply it with my finger, but it's very like dry formula. so it stays where you put it. And I sometimes put it right around my nose as well. So that's all I do for my face makeup. And I actually use I got a little miniature version of the Dermablend setting powder because honestly, I use so little of it, it doesn't make any sense for me to buy the big thing. And I just use that around and under my eyes to set my concealer. Okay, then I use my Define a Brow by Maybelline. It's my Holy Grail eyebrow pencil. This is the soft brown color, sort of a warm brown. And I use that to just sort of map out the way I want my eyebrows to go. My eyebrows are very thin in certain places, so I just sort of make sure that they're angled in somewhat a cohesive manner. They're not ever perfect. I really don't mind that, but if you are somebody who loves a perfect brow, then by all means do your brows perfect. But yeah, and then I go in with the spoolie and sort of blend it out. And then I usually go in with Soft Brown by MAC, which is my favorite eyebrow color for redheads. And I use that with an angled brush just along the arch or anywhere where it feels like it's a little bit patchy. And looking, of course, at this on camera, it looks patchy anyway, but whatever. You guys get the impression. And we have the Modern Renaissance palette. I'm using the soft ochre color all along the lid. I'm just using a soft brush, a blending brush, and then I take a regular application brush, just a normal eyeshadow brush, and I pat the Tempera color, which is that ivory, right at the brow bone, and I just sort of blend those two colors together. This is literally 3 colors. And then I take an angled brush and the Antique Bronze color, and I just go along the outer edges. And this is really just a lot of back and forth, up and down. It's not a whole lot of technique involved in this. That's why I'm not spending too much time on it. But basically, I just put the Antique Bronze shade at the outer corner. And that's a sort of a muted color, but it's not super matte. And then I blend it really well with a blending brush. It's not super matte, so it looks really, really nice at the outer edges, and just those 3 colors. And then I take the Urban Decay 24/7 pencil in the color Whiskey. I absolutely love this pencil. It's great. And I use it just along the outer edges of my lower eyeliner, or as my lower eyeliner. And then I use it along the top waterline, just on the outside edge, to thicken up the outer lashes. And then I sort of pull it out just a little bit. You can see I sort of pull it out into a slight point, but not a wing. We're not doing winged liner. And I just make sure I blend it really well along that upper lash line. And this is going to thicken your lashes up quite a bit and just kind of make them stand out. You can kind of see that there. And then I use this sharp, stiff, angled brush to blend that and pull that line out just a little bit more. Then I'm going to take my mascara of choice. This is just a Clinique mascara, but you can use whatever mascara you like. And I usually go over with about 2 coats. And I usually do top and bottom, but I actually forgot to do the bottom until later. Now typically I don't put on a false lash, I just leave it like this, but I'm going to go ahead and put some false lashes on. The ones I'm using are by Salon Perfect at Walmart, and they're called the Be Naturals. They're super, super like natural looking. And I'm going to go ahead and pop these on, and I'll be right back. So that's it for the eyes. And a trick on the eyelashes, if you are somebody who is a little older, I forgot to put some mascara on the bottom actually, so let me do that really quick. I do like doing that these days. So if you're someone who's a little older and you like to wear false lashes, a little trick is to keep your eyelashes upwards a little bit of the corner of your eye. Don't let the end of the lash meet the corner of your eye, because it can drag the eye down. So it'll look a lot more natural, and it will also kind of draw attention away from laugh lines or any little spots at the end of your eye. But either way, no winged liner, 3 eyeshadow colors. You can even do less. You can do just 1 wash of color and no highlight if you want. I'm going to move on to blush and lips, and the lips are the most important part, so I'm going to go with my very, very favorite shade for the lips, but you can actually do any shade that you like. I would keep the lips glossy though, because if you'll look at pictures from the 50s, specifically the ones that I'm trying to mimic here, typically the gloss is very key, and I feel like it's very lip plumping and can kind of give you a brightness and a youthfulness that a matte lip can. It tastes better the more you drink. Okay, so moving on to blush. This is actually a cream blush by Clinique called the Chubby Stick, but you can use any cream blush or powder blush. I just like cream because I love the finish. And I just blend that a little bit underneath the apple of my cheek and then up towards my ear. That's sort of the general way that ladies of the 50s tended to apply their blush. And then I'm using a highlight. This is a very soft highlight by Lorac, but use any of your favorite highlights. And then I'm applying my lipstick, my wonderful F-Bomb by Urban Decay. I apply it to the top lip, then smack my lips together to get a good line for the bottom lip. So pretty. And then I take my lip liner. I'm using a Napoleon Purtis lip liner, but you can use any lip liner that matches your lipstick, and then go around the edges to kind of give yourself a little bit of a line and help prevent bleeding and finger pop. So that's it. It's done. What do we think? Think the skin looks good? I think I could use a little more blush on camera, but in person it would look crazy. I set my hair with perm rods. Again, one of my very, very favorite setting options. It is full of static today because when it snows outside, it's crazy, crazy humid, low humidity in my house because we have our fireplaces going and it draws all the moisture out of the air. So yes, my hair was really a fight today, and you will see that on TikTok if you look at the before and after of this set. It's hilarious because when I first brushed through it, my hair went boom. Okay, so that's it. You guys have a good day. I enjoy our mornings together, and I really, really hope you will rate and comment and subscribe. And you're about to see another request to do so right now.